It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, if you have been around for a while on the channel, then you know that my little brother, DJ Dan, has been a very big supporter of what I'm doing here on the Daily Doug. And in fact, it was Dan that encouraged me to get started with doing these reaction style and teaching and analysis videos. We started with Iron Maiden all the way back in January of 2021, and Dan has had the opportunity to have several of his selections included on the channel. And so today is a Dan's pick, a DJ Dan selection, and I haven't done one from Dan in a while, but he has been very much wanting me to get to music by Guns N' Roses. So today we're making it happen. We're looking at Estranged from Guns N' Roses today, and I'm happy that you are with me. This is going to be the first time on the channel for GNR, and I have shied away from music from this band on the channel because I've been told throughout the years that they block content, but in the past several weeks, I've seen some other reaction channels, including music from Guns N' Roses, including this song. So I put up a little test to YouTube yesterday, and it didn't block it. So I thought, let's give it a shot. I want to see what Dan has been asking me to get to, and GNR has not been represented yet here on the channel, so it is time for them. Let's go back to the late 80s, y'all. I was a junior high kid, and Appetite for Destruction was all that my friends wanted to hear. I remember hearing Welcome to the Jungle and Paradise City and Sweet Child of Mine and more from their debut album, Appetite for Destruction. And to be honest, I really wasn't into it at the time. I especially wasn't into or moved by Axl Rose's vocals. So by the time that Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 were released in September of 1991, I had moved on to high school, and I really wasn't paying much attention to their new songs. I remember it coming out from, in the hallways of my high school, but I just didn't pay attention. Wasn't watching MTV, and I was into sports, and I was starting to learn music and just doing other things. So my little brother, though, was interested at the time, and he, like I said, has asked me to review Estranged, which comes from Use Your Illusion 2. And this is a longer song for Guns N' Roses. It clocks in at a little over 9 minutes in duration. And as I read in here, its video, which didn't come out until 1993, acts as the climax of a 3-video and song arc that starts with Don't Cry, continues with November Rain, and then it concludes with Estranged. I remember, I think, November Rain. Or seeing it performed on an award show or something like that. But November Rain strikes a chord for me, but Don't Cry doesn't, and Estranged, I really don't have any recollection of hearing this song, so I'm eager to get to it. We've got Axl Rose on lead vocals and the piano. Slash is on lead guitar. Izzy Stradlin is on rhythm guitar. Duff McKagan is on the bass, and Matt Sorum is on the drums. Friends, I'm going to be watching and experiencing this with the official video. I plan to release it with this video when it's all done. If I run into problems, I'll have to cover it up or do something different. But I will be watching the official video, and I'm happy to do so. Let's get rolling, y'all. Guns N' Roses, it's finally time. We're listening to Estranged. Off we go. Illusion. Nice to start with a little resource.
Talking to yourself.
That's a...
And nobody's home. Kind for yourself.
It's a vulnerable opening. His vocal.
In this world alone.
Major 4 chord, minor 1. gonna have to keep one ear on the music and one eye on what's happening in the video. I'll try to keep up. That's F sharp, and that's B major, major 4, which signifies Dorian mode.
So nobody ever told you, baby, how it was gonna be.
That's the Axl Rose color that I remember, that biting tone.
So what'll happen to you, baby? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Major chord, lands on F sharp major. Flat 6, flat 7. Nice. Man, Slash's guitar is very good. So that's F sharp, D, E, F sharp. They've done several little progressions in here so far.
It's too young to let love break my heart. Young at heart, but it's getting much too late.
Old at heart, but I'm only 28 and I'm much too young to let love break my heart. Hey, so it's relationship that's breaking. Subtonic. And that's back to F sharp. Cool. Boy, his guitar tone is very clean and just really, really melodic.
And it gets so hard to wait.
Hear how that octave just lifted? That harmonic just lifted off of his instrument there? That was cool.
And I mustn't hesitate. If I'm to find my own rounds, get talking to myself when nobody's home.
Lovely. There's a real string instrument there, either a double bass or a cello. Yeah.
So nobody ever told us, baby, how it was gonna be.
Change up really fast, don't they? Just wanted to see if I could figure out that arpeggio that he was playing on the
What'll
guitar.
happen to us, baby? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. F sharp major. And then they're off. It's a piano. It's already a lot more complex than what I heard off of Appetite for Destruction. Bluesy there. Ha! Chromatic third. They were going back and forth between B and D, and now we're oh, poor Axl. Where's he off to? Looks like a institution, maybe? For mental health or a spa? Ooh. It's an E. Now a B chord. Huh. B major all of a sudden.
Got your head out of the clouds. You're back down on the ground. And you don't talk so loud. And you don't walk so proud. Getting more. And what for?
It's from this third verse where some other stuff is happening, so it's really a narrative thing. For verse 3, they completely changed up things, and Slash is playing Shut Up Dog. Major key. Solo.
Well, I jumped into the river.
Verse 4.
Too many times to make it home. I'm out here on my own. I'm drifting all alone.
Yeah, so he goes to the 4, 1, 5. And they're off and rolling something else, and he's diving into the water. 6, 5, 4. Still off of B is tonic. Flat 7. How is Axl going to survive out there in the ocean? Swim with dolphins. That'll make anybody happier. This is really fascinating, y'all. It's a lot more nuanced than I remember from them. Slash is walking on water. When you play like that, don't forget, the rhythm's really sturdy rhythm guitar, and the drums and bass are right there with them.
I'll never find anybody to replace you.
Back to some concert
Guess I'll
footage.
have to make it through this time. Oh, this time. Without you.
We're still in B, not a G sharp. So it's a flat 6, flat 7, 1, 7, 6, 7. I'll be darned. And a shoe from Axl. And now he's with the dolphin. Weird. At the end, you never want to lose your high top in the ocean, y'all. Especially when it's got your name on it. Well, that was surprising. And a lot more of a really interesting musical ride than I was expecting. They kept changing things up. They kept just moving around. As I recall, oh. Something like that. F sharp to B major at the beginning, and then they were doing like D, E, F sharp. They even landed on F sharp major a little bit, and then towards the end there, it was all B major. Dum bum bum. I don't know, but the thing that's fascinating about that for me is the lack of a chorus, the lack of a real repeating central idea that goes throughout the song. Let me look back at this. Does this even give a designation to a chorus? It says chorus at the beginning, so nobody ever told you, baby, how it was going to be. Well, what'll happen to you, baby? Guess we'll have to wait and see. And then not again. Huh. 5, maybe 6, 5 verses. And it's narrative. It takes you through a real story. And kudos to the people that put together that video. It was a little odd for me and hard to follow, especially because I was trying really hard to follow what I was hearing. So what I was watching was a little bit secondary, so I didn't get all of the story. But that was he was struggling, I think, with emotions, and he ended up being confined for a while. Then he was released, and he got out. Maybe he was near the water or on a boat, and overboard he goes and enjoys some times with dolphins, and then you see his high top on the ocean floor. Interesting. It's a far cry from the stories of violence and drugs and sex that were in some of the songs that I remember hearing from Appetite for Destruction. The band is maturing a bit, maybe, and both lyrically and musically. So Axl gave a quote about this song back in the day, and he said that November Rain, the second in the 3-song arc, is a song about not wanting to be in a state of having to deal with unrequited love. Estranged is acknowledging unrequited love and being there and having to figure out what the fuck to do. I wrote the song basically about who I am and how I feel, the breakup of my marriage with Aaron, and how I did not want it to die. But I also apply it to a lot of other situations or friendships where where you knew it had to end. So he's writing this amid a marriage ending and breaking up. That's the larger personal context there. And I'm sure that we've all had relationships that have ended. Whether we've all experienced unrequited love or not, it's a universal topic. Being in love, loving, feeling drawn to another person, and whether that's reciprocal or not, all the things that go with that, that's a universal human thing to discuss in a song. And that's why I think it still rings really fresh to me all these years later. And like I said, the structure is a bit strange, though, without that real chorus. But it works for the narrative that they're trying to put out here. And those guitar-led interludes really, I think, lift the song to new heights. Slash is playing the way that he was incorporating harmonics and being a lead player with the melodies, but also kind of an orchestrator with how he was voicing those ideas on the guitar. As far as I'm concerned, Slash is the hero of that particular recording, but the rest of the band were really quite something. I was impressed. So with these 2 albums, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, the band was at a really great commercial place, but it seems as though they were never able to recapture the magic of these 2 albums or Appetite for Destruction. And they only went on to release an album of rock and punk songs called The Spaghetti Incident, covers, I think, in 1993. And then their last album was called Chinese Democracy, and that was released all the way back in 2008. But from what I saw, they're still out there touring. They played 50 dates just last year in 2023 in a successful international tour. So they're still out there, but I don't think they're in the business of making anything new. They're just playing their big songs, it sounds like. So what other big songs should I get to from these guys? Is it worth my time to go back and see if I can figure out or look at all three of the videos and songs for this little trio here? I'm trying to remember what all that was. November Rain, I know, was the second one. Where was that? Don't Cry is the first one, and then November Rain. Like I said, I don't remember Don't Cry, but I think I remember parts of November Rain. Let me know, y'all, if you like this one, if you want to see more of Guns N' Roses on the channel. I would be up for it. This really, DJ Dan, I wasn't expecting such a musically diverse and mature and varied tune, but it really took me out for a spin, and I enjoyed it. And I thank all of y'all for being with me for this one. This was a fun first time for Guns N' Roses here on the channel. I look forward to doing more, but that is all for today, my friends. I thank you very much for being with me, and we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.